Yes, very good morning to all the students. Right. So our third unit is choppers. So
Sir,
చెప్పండి.
Sir, artificial intelligence 11:20 కి మేడం లింక్ పంపింది సార్.
ఏ మేడం?
ఒకసారి మేడం ఇన్ఫార్మ్ చేయాలా?
ఏ మేడం?
మేడం సంగీత మేడం ఏదో మేడం పేరు తెలీదు సార్.
అంటే గ్రూప్ లో పెట్టారా?
సంగీత మేడం.
హెచ్ఓడి సార్ చెప్పండి, సంతోష్ సార్ కి. ఆ మేడం
హెచ్ఓడి సార్
చెప్పిన
ఆ గ్రూప్ లో పెట్టండి మెసేజ్, ఆల్రెడీ క్లాస్ ఇస్ గోయింగ్ ఆన్ అని.
సరే సార్.
గ్రూప్ లో పెట్టండి, ఆల్రెడీ క్లాస్ ఇస్ గోయింగ్ ఆన్. రైట్.
ఓకే సార్.
Right. So today we do start our third unit, which is the choppers. So why do we require the chopper? So where these chopper circuits are used. So chopper is a power electronic circuit which converts fixed DC power to variable DC power. So when we say power, it resembles for the voltage as well as the current. So we can also define a chopper is a power electronic circuit which converts a fixed DC power to variable DC power, or fixed DC voltage to variable DC voltage. So where we see the application of chopper circuits in all the laptops, the latest laptops, we use the chopper circuit. Even in the smartphones, in the form of SMPS, switched mode power supply, we use the chopper circuit. So wherever we want the change in the value of the DC voltage, we can go for the choppers. If you are going for the alternative resistive control, large amount of power loss will be created. So everywhere in all the laptops and in all the electronic devices, in order to convert this fixed DC voltage to variable DC voltage, available voltage, we go for the chopper circuit. So chopper is a power electronic circuit which converts fixed DC power to variable DC power. So when we say the word variable DC power, we are concentrating on this pulse signal. So what is the waveform of the variable DC? Okay, so fixed DC, everybody know it is a constant change which will not change with respect to time. So we are supposed to obtain this type of signal, and when it is applied to the any type of load, the load will respond to this particular output signal. So what is the representation of the chopper? A chopper is a thyristor on-off switch which is enclosed in a square bracket. So this is the exact definition of the chopper. So how to represent the chopper? A chopper can be a SCR, a MOSFET. So how to represent the chopper? A chopper is a thyristor on-off switch. It is always represented by the switch enclosed in a closed bracket, which represents, the closed bracket represents the forced commutation circuit. Already I mentioned, if the supply is AC, the SCR can turn off automatically. But when the supply is DC, SCR requires external circuit to turn off the SCR. So we say why we are representing these square brackets means it resembles, it involves, it indicates the presence of forced commutation circuit. Any student, please tell me the names of forced commutation circuits. The circuits which are used to commutate the SCR, to turn off the SCR, are called forced commutation circuit. What are the different types of forced commutation circuits we are having? In first unit we have seen class A, class B, class C. So class A is load commutation circuit, class B is resonance commutation circuit, class C is self commutation circuit. So in this unit we will never show the commutation circuit. Okay, we take the circuit separately, but when I take the circuit diagram, let us take the example of one particular circuit. So you are able to see certain circuits, and here we never represent any SCR. So we should represent a square bracket dotted lines, which indicates the commutation circuit to turn off the main SCR or the chopper. So the chopper is a thyristor on-off switch, which is enclosed in a square bracket, the square which is enclosed in a square box, which indicates the presence of forced commutation circuit. So what is application? In all the laptops and smartphones, we are supposed to convert the high voltage to low voltage, that is fixed voltage to variable DC voltage. We go for the choppers. And especially nowadays, we are going for the stabilizer circuits, switched mode power supply. So there also we use the choppers. So without choppers, we cannot transfer any DC power from one place to another place. So AC power is transmitted wherever for large distances. DC power, when it is transmitted for within the power system for specified applications within the substation, so we are supposed to use the chopper. Right? We see the applications also where we exactly use. Imagine you are using the solar panel. Solar panel obtains the fixed DC, but if solar motor has to be rotated at variable speed, solar panel cannot be connected directly to the motor. So solar chopper circuit will be connected between the solar panel and the motor, thereby providing variable DC. Okay. Right. So now let us move as per the syllabus. So variable DC is this one. So our first topic will be what are the different types of choppers. So first we do have the buck chopper, BUCK, or step down chopper. So what exactly the circuit? The step down chopper is practically used inside the laptops. Okay. And what is the operation? The same definition you can write. Chopper is a thyristor on-off switch, which is enclosed in a square bracket, enclosed a square box, which resembles the forced commutation circuit. Now this here we are showing the basics of the chopper here. DC chopper, which converts, chopper is a power electronic circuit which converts fixed DC to variable DC. Okay, right. So now always chopper is represented by a switch. The switch can be MOSFET, GTO, SCR, anything. So now we move to the first basic circuit. So as I mentioned, always this is the representation of the chopper. So our aim here is nothing but how do we explain the working principle of the chopper, basic circuit. Examination also explain the different types of chopper. So we do have basically step down chopper and step up chopper. So step down chopper, otherwise known as buck chopper. So wherever we require variable low voltage, so we go for this particular circuit. So it is not compulsory that only this circuit you use. See, what are the circuits mentioned in the textbook? They provide the basic information. If you go and join any company, power electronics based company, there you will be asked to design your own circuit. That is a challenging task. So you should know how the current flows and what is the importance of the inductor. Okay, why inductor is placed in any circuit or why the components. Okay, so company to company, if you see Microtech inverters, okay, their own circuit is not exposed outside anywhere. Company to company, that particular engineer will develop the new circuit. Okay, so in order to get into an electrical electronics company, now the challenging task is nothing but you are supposed to develop the new circuits. In order to develop the new circuit, first you must know the requirement. So our requirement is we should convert fixed DC power to variable DC power. So many students will say chopper converts fixed voltage to variable voltage. We got number of electronic devices to do that operation. But what is the exact definition? Chopper converts fixed DC power to variable DC power. When variable DC power is applied to the load rotates at different speed. So here the load means, imagine it is the inductive load, the motor. Okay, the motor. Yeah, DC motor we are taking. So where we use the DC motor in lift system, we use the DC motor, DC series motor, electric train, we use the DC series motor. So wherever the DC motor speed has to be controlled, and if the supply is DC, if the supply is DC means the supply is solar cells. Okay, Now if you see the multiplex theaters, all the multiplex theaters, they involve the solar panel. The solar panel is connected to the chopper circuit, and to that chopper circuit, all the bulbs, the resistive loads and the inductive loads are connected. The lift system. So we should design the new circuit also, right? So as per the syllabus, we just discussed the basic operation of this chopper. So step down chopper or buck chopper. So ultimate aim is to provide the low voltage when compared with the input. Output voltage will be low when compared with the input voltage, right? So I hope all students can explain this circuit, right? Case 1, all the students, you just listen this one. Case 1, when the supply is on, supply means here the DC supply, fixed DC supply battery or solar panel. When the supply is on, the chopper is on. Now we are turning on the chopper. That means I am closing the switch. How to turn on the chopper? If you are having the SCR, you apply the pulse signal to the SCR, then SCR will be on. That already we have studied how to turn on the SCR. Okay. So imagine inside this chopper, if I am using the SCR, I am applying the pulse signal to the gate terminal of SCR. SCR is on. Okay. Now, right. So when the supply is on, case 1, when the supply is on, direction of the current starts from Vs plus, current flows through the chopper. Chopper is on, current flows through the chopper. When chopper is on, it is just like a copper wire. When it is off, it is one open circuit. Right? Current flows through the chopper, and then current flows through the inductor. During this process, inductor starts to energize. Inductor stores the magnetic energy, and the potential across the inductor is, this is plus here. This, as the current is entering this terminal, it will be plus, and here it will be minus. And then from the inductor, the current flows through the load. The load turns on, and from the load, the current flows through the source minus. So let us check the animation. Case 1, what we have tried. When the supply is on, simple terms. Now we'll see. So when the supply is on, chopper is on. Yes, positive terminal. Current always flows from positive terminal. If the supply is DC, conventional current says that when you see any supply with positive and negative terminal, current always starts from the positive terminal. So what is the direction of the current? Vs plus to CH we have to write. Chopper CH. CH to inductor, inductor to load, and load to Vs minus. During this process, inductor energizes and stores the energy. Which energy? What are the energy applied from the input? So you can see now the animation. So waveforms also we'll see. Right? You can see the animation, how the direction of the current is flowing. The current flows through the load. From the load, again it has to come back to the negative terminal. So regarding the current, all the waveforms we'll discuss. So before you see the animation, here you can see V0 they have mentioned. Okay, what is input voltage? Constant line. So now when the chopper is on, this is the second stage. When the chopper is on, the chopper transfers the input energy to the output. So when the chopper is on, chopper transfers the input energy to the output. So here in the animation, they have shown directly V0. So V0, when the chopper is on, input energy is transferred to output. Yes, this is the waveform we are getting. Now, during this process, current flowing through the load will also flow through the inductor, since the load is connected in series with the inductor. Therefore, current flowing through the inductor will not increase suddenly. It will increase exponentially. Therefore, you can see inductor is energizing. So current flowing through the inductor will increase exponentially or gradually or slowly, and it reaches maximum value after a certain period of time. This is the load, means now it is inductive load. All of you, this explanation is regarding the inductive load. For inductive load, current waveform will never match the voltage waveform. Therefore, when the supply is on, when the chopper is on, when the supply is on, and when the chopper is on, input energy is transferred to the output, but current starts to flow. Current flows through the inductor in an exponential manner. You can see chopper is on, but current will never follow the input voltage. It increases exponentially. So I repeat this one once again. because if you are perfect with one circuit, that's enough. So why we are getting this voltage here? When the chopper is on, it is just like a copper wire. It transfers the input energy to output. Input energy is one horizontal line. It is not shown in this animation. Right. Now the chopper is on. So we get the output voltage, but current flowing through the inductor will not increase suddenly. Only 3 points you have to write. Case 1, when the supply is on and the chopper is on, the direction of the current flows from Vs plus to Ch, Ch to inductor, inductor to load, load to Vs minus. During this process, inductor energizes and stores the energy in the form of magnetic field. Right. And when the chopper is on, input energy is transferred to the output. Since the current flowing through the inductor will not change suddenly, inductor current will increase exponentially. So only thing we have to show the voltage waveform and current waveform. So current will increase, but it will not increase suddenly, it will increase exponentially. Yes, you can see here up to this one. Now, so if you want one more statement, during this process, load receives the maximum energy from the input. If the load is motor, if the load is acting as the motor, motor gains kinetic energy and motor rotates in forward direction. These points are not mentioned in any textbook. You can study even the standard Bimbra textbook also, PS Bimbra. Right. So what is a new explanation we can highlight? If the load is inductive load, the motor gains the kinetic energy and rotates in forward direction. What is a forward direction? All the engineers, we assume the clockwise direction, right hand side. If the motor is rotating in clockwise direction, it is treated as the forward direction. The electric vehicle moves in the forward direction. Okay. When the supply is on, chopper is on, direction of the current we have written. During this process, inductor energizes and power is transferred from source to load. If the load is inductive load, then the motor rotates in forward direction and gains the kinetic energy, and the motor also accelerates. This point is important. If we are using the motor, motor accelerates, moves in forward direction and gains kinetic energy. 3 words you must represent in the examination, and then the waveform. I hope is it clear? Okay, right. So now we just see. So motor is rotating in forward direction, right? So what happens next? Why you are using the inductor? Okay, so when the inductor, I will tell you what is the main application here. Even if the supply is off, even if the chopper is off, the motor rotation should never be stopped. So motor will rotate continuously even when the chopper is off, only because of the inductor. That is what we discuss in case 2 now. Okay, case 1, I hope it is clear. Now we'll go for the case 2. If anybody want the case 1, I'll repeat once again. You can unmute and you can ask. Okay, right. Okay. Now what is the case 2? Case 2, let us finish. Now imagine the chopper is turned off. Okay. So why I have to turn off the chopper? It depends upon the requirement. Whatever the product you are developing. So let us say I'm running one industry. I want in that industry on off signal. So on off means if I'm turning on the supply, input supply continuously on off, it is one type of disturbance to the power system. We can never continuously turn on and off the input source, but power electronic devices can be easily turned on off in a sequence manner. Therefore, if the chopper is on, energy is transferred from source to load in this circuit. Now we are turning off the chopper. How to turn off the chopper? Now we write the case 2. With the help of forced commutation circuit, FCC, when the chopper is turned off, you can see it is open. Once again, you have to draw the circuit in the examination. Case 2, with the help of forced commutation circuit, if the chopper is turned off, then what's going to happen? From where the direction of the current starts to flow. Now we write. When in the case 2, with the help of forced commutation circuit, when the chopper is turned off, inductor starts to de-energize. In the case 1, inductor has energized. Now inductor starts to de-energize. So what will be the direction of de-energizing current, anyone? When inductor is de-energizing, its potential gets reversed. Okay, but when capacitor is discharging, its potential remains same. Only this point you remember. So where we should get the plus sign, here it will be plus sign and here it will be minus. So inductor releases the stored energy Therefore, what is the direction of the current? Let us say this is L plus. Okay. So when the case 2, I'm repeating, when the chopper is off, inductor starts to de-energize, inductor releases the stored energy. So direction of the de-energized current, the de-energized current flows from L plus to load, and from load to, now that current should never transfer to the load source. It should free will. It has to move between the load, inductor and itself. Therefore, here we place the diode, freely wheeling diode. Okay. So what is the case 2 explanation? When the chopper is turned off with the help of forced commutation circuit, inductor de-energizes, it releases the stored energy. That stored energy is transferred to the load, and from the load it is transferred to the freely wheeling diode and then back to the inductor. So what is the direction of de-energized current? L plus to load. Okay, and now if the load is motor, the motor rotates in which direction? Anyone tell me? Now also supply is off. Okay, motor rotates in same direction or opposite direction? 100% motor rotates in same direction because current is entering the same direction. Current is not reversed here. Okay, so case 2 says that when the inductor de-energizes, the de-energized current starts to flow from L plus. This will be L plus to load, load to freely wheeling diode. The current is entering the anode terminal now. So freely wheeling diode, and then from the diode to the inductor. This happens for a very short period of time. During this short period of time also, we are going to show that the motor rotates continuously even when the supply or chopper is off. Now you see the current, inductor current. You can say chopper is off means what will happen? Now one more point, when the chopper is off, energy is not transferred here, okay, from source, because we are not transferring the energy from source, we are transferring the energy from inductor. Therefore, when chopper is off, the source voltage is also equal to 0. You can see here Vs is mentioned 0. But now what's going to happen when the chopper is off? Inductor is energizing or de-energizing? Inductor is de-energizing. You can see the animation, the graph. Inductor starts to de-energize. You can see the graph now. Yes, as I mentioned, now inductor is de-energizing. You can see the de-energizing part. So what's going to happen? Inductor releases the same animation you are going to see. Chopper is off, current energy from L plus to motor or load, load to freely wheeling diode. Again, that current has to come back to the negative terminal. Negative terminal means here L minus. Okay, we cannot say directly negative terminal. It is the de-energizing part. So this is the explanation of the chopper. I hope many students understood. Okay, so I repeat for the very last time. Step down chopper. It is especially used in the laptops. Okay, and in the smartphones, we require the low DC voltage for the electronic circuits. We use this one as in the form of SMPS. So what is the case 1? Anyone? Unmute and tell me case 1. Anyone student? Come on. Who is ready? I give the time. This is important here. Just you are the engineers now. Okay. There is no English. Our language is current flow. Remember, electrical. Right. How the current flow? Case 1. When the supply is on, current starts to flow from everyone. Current starts to flow from Vs plus to the chopper. Chopper is turned on. From chopper to the inductor, inductor to the load, and from load to the Vs minus. During this process, inductor energizes and stores the energy in the form of magnetic field. And motor, if the load is acting as the inductor load, motor rotates in forward direction and gains kinetic energy. It accelerates. Case 2, when the chopper is off or commutated with the help of forced commutation circuit, inductor starts to de-energize, and the de-energized current flows through the load, and from load to the freely wheeling diode, and freely wheeling diode to the inductor. So what is the direction of the current? From L plus to load, load to diode, and diode to L minus. During this process, inductor starts to de-energize. Okay. So expression you can see, output voltage. Now we say duty cycle. So here if you see, this is T on, this is T off. Okay. So complete cycle is called T. Time taken to complete one cycle is nothing but the time period. T on and T off. Here they are mentioned. This entire region is called T. So what is this duty cycle? It is the ratio of T on by T. Okay. The time taken for on condition. T on by T is nothing but the duty ratio represented by the, you can take here in the animation alpha is shown. Alpha is the firing angle which you have used in our first units. Now we represent by del. Okay, symbol is del. So we take the derivative part also. You see this circuit, all of you. Average voltage for the pulse signal. This is a circuit, right? We have discussed just now. Now, what is the formula for average voltage? V average equal to, already we have discussed, 1 by T integral 0 to T V. Okay, now for only T on condition we get the voltage. When the chopper is on, it transfers the input voltage to output. Now here, for when the chopper is off, input voltage is not transferred to the output, therefore here we represent by 0. So if you apply the integration, V is constant, V as source voltage is constant, it is kept outside. Integration of 1 dt is nothing but dt under the limits T on, so T on by T. So T on by T is nothing but, T on by T is nothing but the del. Okay, duty cycle del, you remember. So what is output voltage of step down chopper? All of you must remember, average output voltage of step down chopper is del into input voltage. So what is the formula? Anyone tell me? Del into input voltage. Average output voltage of step down chopper is del into input voltage. Right. So now we just move to the step up chopper. So I am expecting the explanation from the student. Come on. Step up chopper. So boost chopper, step up chopper or boost chopper, especially while we are transferring the power from one place to another place. When the DC power is transmitted, we have to boost or increase the value of the DC power. So in the power system, especially in HVDC, high voltage DC transmission, we use this step up chopper circuit. Okay, so step up chopper will increase the, step up chopper provides high output voltage when compared with the input voltage. Another name is boost chopper. So wherever the DC power has to be increased within the power system, we go for the step up chopper. Okay, right. So what is the circuit? So I'll just put the circuit. Output voltage will be greater than input voltage. So first, let us watch the circuit. And now, come on. Who is ready to give the explanation here? Let us say this is the circuit. Come on. It's a very simple now. So first, this is the circuit. We can also design the new circuit. We are supposed to increase the input voltage. That is, output voltage should be greater than the input voltage. So case 1, we move on. When the supply is on, this will be different here. Case 1, when the supply is on, the direction of the current starts from Vs plus. From Vs plus to inductor. Inductor starts to energize. Inductor starts to energize and it stores the energy in the form of magnetic field. And now when the supply is on, in case 1, chopper is off. Okay, if the chopper is on, okay, supply is on, the chopper is on, energy is not transferred to the load now. It is different condition. Now let us check the circuit. Now the supply is on, direction of the current starts from the Vs plus, chopper is on. So what is case 1? When the supply is on, the chopper is on. The current, direction of current flows from Vs plus to inductor, inductor to chopper, and from chopper to Vs minus. So during this process, inductor is energized. I hope this point is clear, case 1. So when the chopper is on, energy is not transferred to the output or the load. It depends upon the circuit. This circuit is designed in such a way that when the chopper is on, energy flows within this particular loop and inductor gets energized. So what case 1 is what? When the supply is on and the chopper is on, inductor energizes and direction of the current is from Vs plus to inductor, inductor to chopper, chopper to the Vs minus. Okay. Now we must turn on the load. How to turn on the load? Now when inductor de-energizes, the load is going to be turned on. So case 2. Case 2 starts with the explanation. Now you can see this is the case 1. Inductor potential you can see plus and minus because it is energizing. When inductor de-energizes, that supply terminals gets reversed. Right. You can see this is the case 1 condition only. No current will flow through the diode because when the chopper is on, it is just like copper wire. Now we'll see the waveform. When the chopper is on, output voltage will be 0 First we will get this 0 here. This is the input voltage, as I mentioned all the students. You must draw the input voltage, and let us check the current with respect to the load. So current flows through this one. So no current is transferred to the output. So output current should be 0. But during this process, inductor current, this is IS means inductor current or source current. Inductor is energizing. Actually, curve we are supposed to show you. Okay. So when the chopper is on, output voltage is 0 here, but inductor current is energizing. It energizes and then starts to de-energize. Now you can see V0 is how much here? All of you can see V0 equal to 0. Output voltage is 0. You should get the graph here. Right. As you can see, the output voltage is 0 and output current is 0. Okay. So now we go for the case 2. What is a case 2? Case 2 is when the chopper is turned off with the help of FCC, forced commutation circuit. What's going to happen? The inductor starts to de-energize. The chopper is off. Now the inductor starts to de-energize. The de-energized current starts from the L plus. Now the potential gets reversed. You can see in the animation, when the chopper is off, the potential across the inductor gets reversed. You can see this will be the plus sign. Okay. So direction of current start from this terminal, not the minus. Animation they have shown wrong. The current has to start from the L plus. L plus, now the diode will be on, and then the energy is transferred to the load. So here for step up chopper, when the chopper is on, output voltage is 0. When the chopper is off, output voltage has got the output has got the energy which is equal to the voltage across the load. Okay, and you can see chopper is off because we are having inductor and supply also. What is the overall output voltage? Difference of these two, V0 minus Vm, that is the inductor voltage. Okay, inductor voltage, if you apply KVL, inductor voltage equal to output voltage will be greater than input voltage now, because energy is released by the inductor, V0 minus Vs. That equation is not necessary. How the current flows is what important. So when the chopper is off, case 2 we are discussing, inductor de-energizes, the de-energized current flows from L plus to diode, and from diode to the load, and from load to the, it flows through the source, and from source it flows through the L minus. You can ask one question, sir, this is the source. How the current flows from load to the source? Here in this condition, maximum energy of the inductor is transferred to the load. Therefore, we say the load voltage will be greater than source voltage. So now when load voltage is greater than source voltage, current from the load, it travels back to the source and then to the inductor. So in this way, energy is transferred to the output. You can see when the inductor is de-energizing, we get the output signal. You can check in the animation. Yes, you can see all of you. This is clear now. So first, T off, chopper is off, output voltage 0. Sorry, when the chopper is on, output voltage is 0. When the chopper is off, output voltage, we are having the energy. Okay, output voltage will be equal to the source voltage. So using the inductor, we can change the power values also. So here, when the chopper is on, the output voltage is 0. When the chopper is off, the output voltage value is approximately equal to the input voltage. So now, inductor starts to de-energize. Same current. No need to show this particular current. Only two cases, case 1 and case 2. You can see it is the same thing. When the supply is on, inductor energizes. Okay. When the supply is off, inductor de-energizes. That is when the chopper is off, now inductor de-energizes. You must listen and you must write that case 1 and case 2. Okay. In any textbook, it will never be shown in an easy manner. This derivation, I will explain in the next class. We will take in the next class this particular derivation. Now I am giving you one circuit. Come on. I want the explanation how the current flows. This circuit. Okay, first case 1. All the students, case 1. Okay, any circuit is given to you, you must be in a position to give the current flow direction as per the requirement. Let us say I'm turning on the chopper. What will happen when the chopper is on? Okay, let me take the screenshot of attendance. So today I appreciate one student, Aishwarya, I think. So she has immediately responded to the management class as already it is scheduled. If any class is scheduled first, it will be taken first only. If other people are scheduling first, preference will be given to the people who are scheduling the first. Immediately the student has to update them. Okay. Today I think Aishwarya has updated to the faculty. That's good. Okay. So that there will not be any communication now. So